Inshallah and Ashe. Divine Will's blessings to you and for you, as always. And we're kicking off this week with the blessings of the universe, the new moon in Sagittarius. Welcome to this week's Mystic Messages. Once again, I am your host, the Tanya D. And if you are new to my show, my channel, I am a practicing holistic shaman, a medium, an otherworldly life coach, playing in the subtle fields, a reflector by human design. As I follow the lunar energies, the moon, the goddess of the night, through each of the seasons, I have coined myself a holistic Shah medium, which is just a subtle choreography of my own personal unique design, mapping out the energetic pathways, one subtle energy to activate your personal unique energetic algorithm. Each week I cover the moon's stages, the phases through each and every season, the elementals, a daily divination for each day of the week, an affirmation as well to get you on your magical way. And if you are new to my show, my channel, please subscribe, ring the bell to alert other lunar beings that really resonate with my frequency and my vibration, just raising this energetic algorithm, the collective consciousness out into the highway, the galaxy. And as each season comes into play, it reflects different vital energies and elemental pathways. Elemental and even celestial, I want to say, with an open heart of gratitude. So we are midstream in the season of Sagittarius. And if you have yet to tune into the Musing Moon meditation for the season of Sagittarius, the new moon, always complete with a ritual to perform. It's up here on YouTube. Be sure to comment in. I would love to hear from you as you tune in. But Reflector's guidance this week, I just want to say it's pretty fantastic, right? Or I'm feeling it. But we're kicking off the week with the end tides of the new moon in Sagittarius. I feel like we're still in the glimmer. You may have that bursting of a new birthing, a new attitude of gratitude, a new belief about who you are and your essence, your beingness. Rising to the nth degree, not the shaman's portal, the soul's empathy, the nth degree, the ninth energetic center, really engaging in a new way of being and initiate the action to take. And when you do so, truly share how it feels. I have been receiving inner bursts of joy molecules. It's like gratitude bursts. That's kind of what I sense. That's what I want to call them today. However, with the sun and the moon in Capricorn, the sun in Sagittarius, the Capricorn energy, the soul of it, it's this balanced blend of idealism and realism. So you may feel as if you need to hit the grindstone. Cold emotions play a role in feeling hard. Hard work is paying off. Or you start, or you start the initiation by committing to a new role, a new leadership role, right? Capricorn is leadership. It's the 10th house. It's career, legacy within yourself. It's our heart's desires and just raising the value quotient. There's this harmonious blend of ambition along with adventure with the sun in Sag and the moon in Cappy, possessing a unique blend of both idealism and practicality. So with the sun in Sag, this imbues us with a love of adventure, a thirst for knowledge, kind of this philosophical outlook on life, always seeking new experiences and, more importantly, perspectives. So it's like we're not afraid to challenge the status quo with this energy. But the Capricorn moon, on the other hand, brings a grounded, disciplined kind of energy, ambitious but goal-orientated with a strong sense of responsibility, not afraid of hard work and striving to achieve those goals. So the takeaways with the moon in Capricorn during the season of Sagittarius is like ambitious, goal-orientated, driven to succeed, responsible, reliable, being dependable, trustworthy, practical but also grounded, earthy, having a strong sense of reality. So it's both this optimistic and hopeful energy and just having a positive outlook on life. With the philosophical and the intellectual, this is like bringing in some very interesting and big ideas that really kind of percolate. But some challenges possibly could be impatience. You may sometimes be impatient with the slow progress, working to the top of the mountain, overworking, Yeah, overworking, tending to overcommit yourself to ideas and things, or a fear of failure, being afraid to take risks, even. But we really want to harness this power to fully embrace our potential and just, here are some ideas like setting clear goals, defining your objectives, create a plan to achieve them over those days when the moon is in Capricorn, putting self care as a priority and just balancing our work and our personal life, and really embracing our own inner philosophical side and spending time reflecting on those deeper questions about life as we cultivate our sense of humor at the same time, meaning we don't take ourself or life too seriously as we learn to delegate, not trying to do everything on our own. So, by harnessing this unique blend of idealism and practicality, we can achieve greater things beyond the great horizon. But also remember, it's important to balance our ambitious nature, Capricorn, with moments of relaxation and reflection. I always like to say this or better, please. And then, of course, the moon moves into Aquarius, which I love this energy as well. So it's like all vibrations feel like kind of fractals. So flicking a fractal away that isn't who you are, and cleansing the cosmic webbing or the weaving. So a sun in Sag with the moon in Aquarius, this is a cosmic blend. It's a unique blend of independence along with optimism. So the sun in Sag, the moon in Aquarius. So we may feel as if we are embodying a fascinating blend of this idealism, independence, this intellectual curiosity, getting glimmers. So with the sun in Sag, this is imbuing us with a love of adventure, a thirst for knowledge, and of course, the philosophical outlook on life. It is the soul's empathy, it's the soul's harmonic. So just always seeking new experiences, perspectives, and not being afraid to really challenge the status quo. With the Aquarius moon on the other side of this coin in the season of Sag, this brings a unique emotional kind of landscape. We value our individuality. We often feel a strong connection to humanity as a whole, and just being drawn to the unconventional ideas and people, places, and things, and just not being afraid, not being afraid to really think outside the box. So the energy or the circuitry is like intellectual, curious, like always being eager to learn, explore new ideas. It's this independent, non-conforming energy, just valuing our freedom, but also our individuality. Both optimistic and hopeful, just having a positive outlook on life, humanitarian, and even being conscious socially, social consciousness, and just caring about the well-being of the whole, the others. But at the same time, having a unique and imaginative mind with a creative expression. So the opposing energies may bring about, because there's always the polarities, impatience, restlessness, struggling with boredom, a desire for constant stimulation, emotional detachment. So you may feel at times as if you have difficulty expressing your emotions. I think not just if you have an Aquarius moon, but just having this flavor right now. It's like that idealism meets impracticality. So having trouble grounding your ideas into the physical, your plans, and just really to harness this energy to fully embrace our potential. So as an idea, embracing our eccentricity and not being afraid to be different, cultivating our own personal intellectual pursuits, whether it's reading, writing, engaging in stimulating conversations, and really connecting with like-minded individuals. Join groups, maybe communities, and just sharing your interests of vitality. And of course, we do need to practice groundful plus mindfulness techniques to really help us balance our mind along with our emotions, that circuitry. With at the same time, Omen Days is coming, so setting realistic goals, breaking down like the big large term, long term goals, the big ones, into smaller baby bites that are manageable each step of the way. But do remember that our astrological placements are just one piece of this magical puzzle. Your unique experience and your personality is going to shape who you are, where mine's going to shape who I am. but embracing our individuality and using our gifts to make a positive impact out into the world. That's kind of the energy with the moon in Aquarius. I really love that, mostly for myself. I've got some placements there, and I have a lot of fours in my astrological chart. So it's like to glimmer the gold is kind of how I see that. And then we've got the moon moving into Pisces for the weekend with the sun and Sag. So this is like a dreamy idealist. It's this harmonious blend of adventure, but empathy within the adventure. So the sun in Sag, the moon in Pisces, we begin to possess a unique blend of idealism, empathy. Our Sagittarius sun kind of imbues us with a love of adventure, a thirst for knowledge, along with that philosophical outlook out on life. It's like weaving the dream, but also seeking new experiences along with those perspectives and not being afraid, again, to challenge the status quo. So with the moon in Pisces, the flavor it's bringing is this deeply empathetic, intuitive energy, highly sensitive, often having a strong connection, of course, to the spiritual realm. It is the crown center. So these are both higher octaves. We've got the soul's harmonic along with the crown center. So it's this compassionate, caring kind of vitality, often putting our needs, the needs of others, I should say, before our own needs. So it's the energies of this combination that brings about an idealistic kind of optimistic energy, just having a hopeful, positive outlook on life, empathetic and compassionate, of course, Pisces energy, deeply caring, understanding. It's those kinds of flavors. But it's also having a very vivid imagination, a love of art and music within the creative and the imaginal realm. So it's like this intuitive psychic and just being highly attuned or tuned in to the energy of others. But also it's the spiritual and the philosophical energy. It's like literally having a conversation with spirit, your higher self, and the spirit, the great spirit. So maybe we become more interested in the meaning of life. We take a pause point. But some potential hiccups this weekend with the moon in Pisces and the sun in Sag, of course. There's always going to be a hiccup. It's sensitivity. So we may be easily hurt or overwhelmed by strong emotions. Maybe they're not even our emotions. A feeling of indecision. So maybe we're struggling with making a decision. Even some escapism. That's kind of a Pisces thing. Escape artists, right? Where we may at times retreat into those fantasy worlds. But we really want to harness our power and fully embrace this potential by cultivating our own creativity and expressing ourselves through art, music, or writing. Maybe we go out, we watch a band play. You can't see my hoodie, but this was from a band I saw. But again, meditation, mindfulness, and just by grounding ourselves in the present moment, in the now, and setting boundaries, learning to say no. New opportunities come when we say no. It's in the O. And prioritizing our own needs first. And of course, connecting with nature just by spending time outdoors. It doesn't matter what we're doing. That really does send a burst and just recharging our energy, our frequency, our vibration, and embracing spirituality, embracing spirits, all the spirits in all the things, while exploring our own spiritual beliefs and our own inner practices. So by harnessing our personal unique blend of both idealism and empathy throughout the weekend, we can make a positive impact out into the world. We're sending out frequency, energy, vibration. And again, remember, it's important to balance this adventurous spirit with moments of quiet time and reflection, taking a pause point. This really is the dream weaver, weaving the karmic dream, the connection to spirit, weaving the weave out into the web. It really does remind me of the spider's web being weaved. So really add some flair to that weave and brightening it up a little bit, getting out of the box. Placing the past out on a bookshelf within the shaman's portal and just open up a blank page and scripting with the universe, creator, your own personal book of life. As I am getting ready for Omen Days, I'm saying dream big, dream brighter and bigger than ever before. Be sure to watch out or tune into Omen Days along with 13 wishes and, of course, some oracle cards. Very favorite ritual I do at the end of every year. And as all of you know, or maybe you don't know, Everyone out on the planet is, of course, having a Black Friday, Cyber Monday kind of energy. But I'm bringing in a green dill. I want to call it the green dill. It's actually more than a dill. I am opening up the Shamanic Healing Academy for only $3.99 per month. It's not really an unlimited time opportunity, but it kind of is an unlimited time. I'm giving the Academy a facelift. I'm remodeling it. So if you have yet to be a part of the Healing Academy, now is your time to join for this amazing offer and price. Again, it's going to be $3.99 per month into 2025 and a few months further as the membership gets a facelift. I'm going to be nipping and tucking away, and your opinion matters. And for those of you who do show up, my friends and guests who show up live on Fridays, of course, as always, gratitude and blessings. Whether you join me live or catch the replay and comment on the replay even later. So if you don't know, I go live on Fridays, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. I do mini cowrie shell divinations. I again bring up the moon, have a conversation about the planets. This upcoming Friday is going to be all about Omen Days, one of my very favorite rituals. I just cannot brag it up enough. But I go live both on Facebook and here on YouTube every Friday, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Really, I want to kick off Omen Days before we do the mini cowrie shell divinations as a manifestation. So I'm truly, my heart, I am prepping my audience for living the wish fulfilled for 2025. Manifestation, tips on manifestation into 2025 and into the future. Again, this is a ritual I do every year, and I want to say it's pretty effing shut the front frickin' door fantastic. All you need to do is really show up, comment. I always like to have your year of birth, your month, not just for Omen Days, but as I move the shells on your behalf. It's just part of what I do. And if you do feel you need more guidance, I do always offer private one-on-one sessions. Rituals are kind of my prescription to address the forces of adversity within my divinations. I find most people don't even realize how magnetic and magical they are and what their gift is. So I prescribe rituals from what I coined the otherworldly medicine cabinet. So if you'd like to dive in deeper into your own personal medicine, into that luxury is what I want to say, your gift and purpose, your psychic abilities, I also have quizzes that are super fun. I talk about change your stars. It's kind of to get you into the rhythm of your own intuitive gift. It's a kickoff before Change Your Stars as an offer. So I do feel as every body has a base note, gift. We all have a purpose, and we have other energies that can influence us, of course, right? And as always, other mystical musings, if you don't know, I go live also on Fridays, 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time for Spill the Tea. I do this live in my online coven, the Shamanic Healing Academy. That's where they're all housed. This one's obviously all about Capricorn, the season of Capricorn. Spill the tea is just something I came up with. But Capricorn, so it's going to be Capricorn, Saturn, structures. All you need to do is subscribe to the Musing News, make your inbox glimmer, join the Shamanic Healing Academy. Again, it's only $3.99. I'm all about this. So we want to raise the frequency, energy, vibration. And we're doing it anyway, whether we're ready for it or not. And then on the elemental highway, we've got a Yang metal rat of a day, a Geng Z. We've got water, right? We've got the northern direction. Things are like, I feel like there's this burst of communication energy, even though Mercury's off on holiday is kind of how I want to say that. Mercury off on holiday. But a metal rat day. So a young metal day master, basically. So this is a Venetian kind of energy, Venus, ruled by Venus, pairing up with the rat. So the rat is part of the peach blossom energy as well. What I find curious is the dragon is part of the water trine energy. So I really like this frequency. I think the yang metal, we've got like a bursting of water. Like, I'm loving this. I actually just noticed that just right now as I'm looking at the elementals. But the peach blossom within the rat and Venus trining Uranus really adds excitement and liveliness. Maybe that's why I'm so stoked. I don't know. But it's the energy of today. So really be open to something unusual, different, unfamiliar, innovative, like sparks of insight. So with the metal rat pillar, that's what the whole pillar is called, the young metal rat. That's a pillar. The month is a pillar, the day, and also the hour. But you may be in the mood to like uplift and present the very best version of who you are, your beingness. So this pillar really is highlighting the power of our mind, the metal frequency, but being mindful as well, being demure. I love that, being demure, just shaping our reality. And just pay attention to your words, be a wordsmith, especially with Mercury off on holiday, right? Be careful what you say, because words have power, but they're also a reflection of our current state of mind. So raise that octave, speak into the mirror, invoke positivity, optimism. And Yang metal reminds us to have integrity on an integrity day. Reminds me of the 4 ingredients to be impeccable with your words, basically. So with the rat being a water sign, it's the northern direction, along with the pig, also associated with Mercury. So this is giving us assistance to really speak our truth, validate our truth. It's like flowing water. It's going to come to us very easily. The currents are moving. But the energy in the Chinese, the Qing, it's one of a removing energy. So clearing out what doesn't serve us in order to make room for the new. So it's a cleansing opportunity. It's the best day this particular week to check things off of our to-do list, like the task is done. But yang metal is the sword. And if you don't know, one of my guardians, my gatekeepers, is Excalibur. So yang metal to me is Excalibur. But this is an Excalibur, I'm going to call it a liquid light Excalibur. That's what I've gotten. So just imagine removing obstacles that are in your way on both your path ahead and into the future with this light, liquid light saber is what I want to say. So the rat kind of leads the way. It's the waters, it's the current into these new frontiers. But the triagram within the I Ching, it's both for the metal rat. It's the hexagram 42, if you don't know, but it's wind over thunder, which is the eastern direction. It's the wood element, which is growth, opportunities, expansion, also part of the dragon, along with the rabbit and the tiger. So it's a fantastic day for cultivating abundance, an abundance mindset, knowing you're like percolating and you have value, and just keep sharing your gifts for all the world to see. Knowing and sensing and feeling that the more we give, the more we receive from the universe in return, tenfold plus. It's this infinite blessing bowl, basically. If you know, you know, right? So today I'm actually going to go with, it's called the Moon Woman Oracle, Moon Witches. So we're going to do some moon messages. Thanks for tuning in, as always, as I change up the screen. This oracle deck is a little big. I generally don't use it all the time because of that. So I am just going to be reading out of the book itself. So today for our first message, number 6. Number 6, this looks like a mother-daughter relationship in the harvest. Feels a little Virgo-like. I don't think I really need to tune that up too high because you can see it, right? I'm going to put the card over here to the side so it's all fancy, fancy. I like that. Yeah, these I don't use very often because they're so big. They're kind of hard to shuffle. There's not really that many of them. Not that you care, but just thought I'd throw that out there, add to it. But number 6, oh, it says the child. So yeah, this reminds me of nurturing the child, definitely. But it says childhood is a time of exploration, curiosity, childlike wonder comes to mind, learning, playfulness, naughtiness, take that, along with the desire for discovery in the given space. So it's a time of nourishment and learning from one's parents, natural surroundings, when all channels are open. I feel like that's divine connection. It reminds me of the ancestors when it comes to melodrama, by the way. But it's a time, it's like the child, that's the imagination. The child is the imagination, but it's also the innocence, the belief that anything and everything is possible. It's also freedom. And the child that possesses endless potential within her and the great power of fire, because we do come from the fires, the passions. But the child is the daughter of culture itself. She is the Amazon girl, the wild tree climber. So I feel like this tells us to go out for the freedom, the adventure, and go out and like the curiosity with childlike wonder, exploring that, especially before the moon hits Capricorn. And then we have number 19, which I find curious because Chiron is at 19 right now doing a trine. But number 19, I guess I can hold that up, turn it a little. Kind of a fun, unique card. I'll take it. Place right there. 19. What does she say as 19 is? Oh, one more. 19. Oh, the crystal ball, the witch's crystal. Yeah, I'll take that too. But the crystal ball symbolizes the moon, a pure crystal ball for the deep observation, consideration of the past, the present, and the future. It's a tool for looking and observing inwardly. When observing the ball for a long time without diverting the eyes, it mirrors and reflections from within our soul can be discovered. The crystal ball allows us to encounter ourselves and to know ourselves from within, probably those deeper aspects. So this magical ball symbolizes the ancient feminine wisdom of observation, but also listening. So I feel like the moon in Capricorn, we're going to be doing some discerning these energies as well. And ironically enough, number 18, this is like this initiating energy, an energy to take the action for the initiation to move things forward. Ooh, this is the sacred, whoopsie. This is the sacred pipe. I'm loving this card. I don't know about you, but it looks like a buffalo in the background. Yeah, I'll take it. Beautiful. That's a beautiful card. I don't think I've ever pulled that. But 18, Chanupa, sacred pipe, prayer pipe. So this is breathing in the peace pipe. Obsidian stone, black as the moon's womb, oak tree pipe stem, like the light rays of grandfather sun, sun up above. Yes, tobacco plant full of intention, heart full of prayer, weaving words, making poetry, pure and holy smoke shall rise up to the vast sky beyond the stars and to the wings of the Great Spirit, who will hear our prayers and carry those of our brothers and sisters. Walking in soft moccasins, I bear upon my feet, upon the face of the earth, the sacred prayer pipe in my hands. I think we need to invoke some prayer conversations to our ancestors, the spirit world, on Wednesday. Especially, it's also Mercury's day, so just paying attention to those energies. And then on Thankful Thursday, we have the 22, which I like 22. I have a lot of 2s in my chart, a lot of number 4. Ooh, this one looks interesting. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, the Fire Witch. I'll take that. This I like, as I'm part of the Fire Clan and the Dagara. That kind of reminds me of myself, a fire ritual I did with Melodoma. Oh, goddess. Maybe I need to do another one on Thankful or Tantalizing Thursday. We've got the Fire Witch, very fitting. So this says to light your passion, flames of the heart, the liquid of the earth's core, spiraling dances of life. You are hot, fast, vigorous, a luminous warrior. You burn, you transcend, you transform everything into pure energy. You bewitch, inspire, and motivate all creation, always awake. You break through until the path of wisdom. You embody grandfather sun upon the earth. You are fire itself. So what's curious as well is that's a Jupiter energy, Gemini, Jupiter's in Gemini, and this is all happening on Thursday. And then we have 15, card 15 for Fantastic Friday. And yeah, I don't use this deck very often, but 15 is opening up our heart to mindful meditation, just opening up to receive, being mindful musings is kind of what I get. And this one says the womb woman's temple. Oh, that's fascinating. Looks like the moon herself. Sorry about my glitchiness. I don't use these cards very often, but this says your womb is like a crystal ball. So there we've got the crystal ball again. This reminds me like we're going to be birthing something out of the ball. Within it is buried hidden knowledge of life and of death. Woman's womb and moon's womb are one. I love that. Their womb is a temple and a home too, a trait of countless generations. Their womb is connected to the great emptiness. I'll take that. To high spaces of star seeds, the gate of birth, the gate of life. Blessing all lovers in the connectedness to God. Holy blood of the womb. So when the blood of woman's womb shall return to the earth, and the spirit of our souls to the holy waters of our dreams, peace shall come. Amen. I'll take that for the weekend. And the moon will be in Pisces. So it kind of radiates and goes with that. I think we need to honor the womb, both the womb within the crystal ball, but also the woman's and the moon's womb, knowing everything is one. So I'll take that. Again, this is called Moon Woman. Just reading right out of that. Super fun. I don't generally use that one very often. But our mystic message to take us into the weekend, I printed this off for the week, obviously. But I am aligned. I am aligned with, I want to say, within. I'm going with that. Just musing out loud, apparently. So I always do an affirmation, and this one's affirmation is, I am aligned with the source of divine love in spirit. So for me, this is like universal divine streams with our own personal streams uniting, like creating the web. So with that, I will see you on Friday for a fantastic show. Omen days, I'm super stoked. Ashe and blessings. As always, I'll see you on the other side.